Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Nouakchott, the capital of Mauritania. I've been here a day. I just got here from Attar and my weekend on the iron ore train yesterday afternoon. I didn't do much yesterday. I had 2 hot meals in quick succession, considering that I had been subsisting on dates, biscuits and water for 4 days. Anyway, so I worked today and then decided to go for a walk. There's not a great deal here, you know. I had a very successful mission, really. Went to a vape liquid shop that was refreshingly air conditioned and topped up my stock of that. Went to the supermarket where my total purchases amounted to 3 75 centilitre bottles of water, 3 tins of baked beans. Oh yes. and 4 Chupa Chups. Because I didn't have any left. Anyway, so I'm on my way back now. It's about half an hour walk west. It's a very hazy day here. It's hot. I am in my sandals and very lightweight technical summer trousers. And actually, hold on a second here. Right, so back on track there. So headed back now. It's a good hostel here. Very nice. I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. I'm here until Friday, maybe Saturday actually, because the border between Mauritania and Senegal is notorious for being challenging. And personally, instead of working on Friday, leaving about midday, arriving at the border at 4 p.m. during Ramadan, when the border guards have had nothing to eat and no water for the entire day. No, so I think I might stay an extra night here and then leave very early Saturday. So to head to Saint-Louis in Senegal, especially a beautiful city. Heads up, heads up, heads up. Can you even see me, dude? Yeah. Okay, so this one's a bit of a re-record actually, because I just came close to, to losing out there. Rule number 5. Double check everything all the time. Because the one time you don't is the one time where you'll lose something not potentially serious, not life-threatening, but extremely annoying. I just came very close to that. Double check everything. Double check your locks, double check your pack, double check your packs on board the bus, double check everything's on you at all times, pat yourself down, double check everything. Yeah, so if you don't know what I'm talking about with starting at rule 5, then you can happily watch my iron ore train videos in which I detailed 1 through 4. Obviously not the most cohesive thing. Anyway, 6, 7 and 8 kind of go together. A trifecta, if you will. 6 is be prepared. The Boy Scout classic, be prepared. It may seem obvious, but you know, this counts for when you're planning a trip, when you're packing for a trip. This counts for when you're planning an excursion to the degree that I just undertook last weekend. Be prepared. Plan ahead. Try and think of every eventuality. You never will, but it'll help. For example, in my pack, I have pans. Yeah, kind of pan sets, a saucepan and a frying pan, which do come in handy, whether it's for storage, whether it's for eating, whatever it happens to be, and of course for cooking. Some might say it's superfluous. I do not. Everyone has their own way. Number 7, always have everything. Always have everything. This counts for an abundance of sins, because you don't want to get caught out. It can be for something huge like the iron ore train mission, where you that was seriously off the map, or it could be for my bus from Attar to Nouakchott yesterday, which admittedly was only 5 hours, but I had enough water, snacks. I had, I had everything I needed and then some. I still had a litre of water when I arrived. You don't know. Again, don't assumption's the mother of all fuck-ups. Don't assume that the ramshackle ass fucking minibus won't break down, because I have broken down at the side of the road in buses, trucks, minibuses, tuk-tuks, motorbike carts, donkey carts, all over the world. Sometimes for quite a few hours, and you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to ask people for stuff. Water, even. Always have everything that you need, or think you might need. Plan ahead. Like I say, for the iron ore train, I had 4.5 litres of water, 2 litres of tea. I got to the other end, I still had a full bottle of water left. That is where you need to be. And rule number 8. This is, and I can't stress this one enough, this is of the ultimate importance. It goes in with the other 3, but it's big. Always have everything important on you at all times. I have an ankle wallet, a neoprene ankle wallet, which for me at least is the ultimate evolution of this. I've got an ankle wallet that I very rarely show, that has my passport, my check ID, my cards, Lloyds Bank debit card, Lloyds Bank credit card, my Revolut card. I have a certain amount of sterling, of pounds in cash, quite a decent stash actually, and of course my passport, and most of the time all relevant visa documentation. Now granted, I have my Mauritanian visa on my phone, of course I do, but I also have it in paper form attached to my leg. So the phone is obvious. Everyone always has their phone on them. That one is fair. But I have my phone, my other wallet. I've got a little ridge here. I have very little cash. Looks like I have to go to the bank now after all that. But I have that. That is, if you like, a decoy. I do have some cards in it, but they're not important. And that is my hip pocket wallet, in case I get mugged or robbed. I've never been mugged or robbed. Fair enough. I know where to walk and where not to walk. There are places like, I don't know, Uhuru Park. Uhuru Park, it means freedom. Uhuru Park in Nairobi. No one goes there at night because you are asking to get beaten the fuck out of and robbed blind. So, use your common sense. Know where to walk and where not to walk. I walk most places. I'm highly experienced, highly trained, thank you very much. I'm big, I'm confident, so very few. And and when I'm fully loaded, I carry a very large stick. Unless they have firearms, they'll bounce off me. So there's that. But if you get jumped, and I must admit, man, I've been stopped by pickups full of very young, stupid men chewing chat with firearms before. Not so honest soldiers, not so honest cops, all over the place. Never show them the ankle wallet, because they'll just take it. Have a decoy on you. This is like the deep teaching. I know it is. But the point is, I don't go anywhere without the ankle wallet. it's the last thing that they'll find. If they take your pack, if they take your side pack, if they take everything in your pockets, it's the last thing they'll find. And if it's all you're left with, you have your passport and a healthy chunk of cash and cards to get the fuck out of Dodge and hopefully make it home. That's it. That's what you're hedging for. Always have everything important on you all the time. I don't care where you are. The only exception is if you are, for example, going to the beach. This is a bit of a question. I know people who are OG, like me, and they've taken their wallet and their stuff to the beach and they've wrapped it up in nappy, in a disposable diaper, and left it next to their towel. Because who's going to steal a used diaper? Who's going to steal a used nappy? That's a little too convoluted for me. If you do have to leave your ankle wallet or equivalent in your room, stash it in case your room's turned over. That has happened to me. My room's been turned over before. Thankfully, they've left me Abbey, but I've been robbed, burglarized, as it were, a few times. So leave stuff out, live like you'd live, leave stuff out, but stash the ankle wallet or equivalent somewhere secret, somewhere out of the way, so that if you're reduced to just that, you can still operate. Anyway, I'm back at my hostel now. I hope I haven't been rambling too much for you, but rules are rules. All right, take care. Good afternoon, friends. So I'm in the pretty awesome, actually, little open air bathroom in my hostel, and that is my pack. That pack is probably my favorite possession. I love it so much. Its name is Abbey, for those of you who don't know me personally. There's a story behind that, which is my business. Abbey is a Burgaz Marrakesh, a travel pack. And I have had that pack for 3 decades. And quite honestly, it's beginning to die. It's tatty, it's old, it's worn away, and the zips are beginning to go, especially in the main compartment. I'm going to do my damnedest to find another one exactly like it, but I might not upgrade per se, but side grade into a different load carrying system when I get back from this trip. I love that pack. Anyway, what I'm doing now, because after the iron ore train and everything else the last couple of months, I am now going to rinse that off in the shower. I have this bloody great big basin and a lot of washing powder. I'm going to rinse it off, dunk it, rinse it off again, then wash it, and then hang it up to dry out. It will not take long to dry because it's 35 degrees here in Nouakchott. Anyway, that's it. There we go. Done deal. Quite a lot of work. You should have seen the metric ton of iron ore dust, dirt, sand, gunk that came out of that pack. But now, happy pack, happy Jeff. Now, just to reassure you, in case you think I'm heartless, I will never throw Abbey away or give it away at all. That thing will be with me until I'm under 6 feet of clay. But I'm gonna have to get a new pack for my next trip. I really am. It's beginning to die. But when it's dry, got some friends over here who've got some WD-40. I can kind of lubricate the zips a little bit, do what I can. Anyway, good afternoon, friends. So after quite a mission to get here, actually,